Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you all for this session. So, this is an important session. So, today we're going to solve the problems on finding out the resultant. Okay, so that is composition of forces. So, when the number of forces are acting on a body, right? So, you have to combine all these forces and find out a single resultant. Okay, so those problems we're going to solve. So that is problems on finding out resultant, that is R resultant will be indicated as R of coplanar concurrent force system. So first let us consider concurrent force system. What do you mean by concurrent force system? Right, if the line of action of all the forces passing through a single point or a common point, it is called as concurrent. Now let us take an example. Right, the problem is like this: determine the magnitude and direction of the resultant of forces shown in figure. So there are four forces, that is 15 kilonewton, 20 kilonewton, 8 kilonewton and 18 kilonewton. So see, all these forces are inclined. Okay, so these are not horizontal, these are not vertical. So these forces are inclined, and these forces will going to make an angle with x-axis like this, x-axis or y-axis, whatever may be the given case. So now this 15 kilonewton force making an angle of 30 degree with x-axis. Now take this is x-axis, this is positive x, this is negative x, then this is positive y, and this is negative y direction, right? So 15 kilonewton making an angle of 30 degree with x-axis, 20 kilonewton making an angle of 30 degree with x-axis, then 8 kilonewton force, 8 kilonewton force is making an angle theta. See, this is not given, but they have mentioned this is theta. So theta with x-axis, then 18 kilonewton force making an angle of 45 degree with the x-axis. Okay, so 30, 30, and this is theta, and this is 45. So these, for these three forces angles are given, but here it is given theta, but indirectly they have mentioned this theta value. Now see, can you see a small triangle here? Okay, so in this triangle, this they have mentioned theta. If this is theta, automatically this will be theta only, because for the same force, right? So this is horizontal, this is horizontal. So if this is theta, then automatically this will be theta only. So can you find this theta now? So from this triangle, okay, from this triangle, this is theta, this is 3 unit, 4 unit, and this will be 5 unit. So if I take tan theta, okay, if I take tan theta is equal to what? Opposite upon adjacent. So for tan theta, opposite is what? 4 divided by adjacent is 3. So tan theta is equal to 4 by 3. So theta is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 3. That is theta is equal to tan inverse of 4 by 3 is 1.33. So this is equal, theta is equal to 53.06, means, so this force 8 kilonewton force making an angle of theta is nothing but 53.06. So this angle will be 53.06. Okay, now, right, so what is the procedure? The whatever may be the number of forces, first resolve all the forces into x direction and find out summation of x. Then same forces resolved into y direction, find out summation of y. So whatever may be the number of forces, finally we reduce them into 2, that is summation of x and summation of y. Okay, now see, resolving all the forces along x direction, resolving all these four forces along x direction, okay, along this direction first. Okay, right, and note down that important sign convention. When the force is moving like this, okay, when the force is moving like this, that is from, suppose this is a O point, if the force is moving, the direction of force is like this, in this positive direction, so that is considered as positive. If the suppose force is moving in this direction, okay, see the direction of these arrow marks, okay, they will going to give plus or minus. So this is moving in this x direction, so it is negative. So when you are resolving the forces in x direction, see that if the force moves like this, it is positive. If the force moving like this, it is negative. Okay, so with remembering this sign convention, now resolve all the forces x direction one by one. Now see, all are inclined forces, and one more important point, remember, if all the forces are inclined, means inclined forces will come both in x direction and y direction. Okay, inclined forces comes both in x direction and y direction. Let us take one by one. First, 15 kilonewton. Okay, so I'll write summation fx. Summation fx is what? Right, addition of component of all the forces in x direction. Okay, summation fx is equal to, take one by one force, make horizontal first. So make this horizontal like this, right? So turn this force like this, move along x direction. So when you move this, when you make along x direction, see the direction of this arrow mark. It will go like this, no? It will go like this. See the arrow mark? It is like this. Means it will go like this, plus or minus? Plus. So summation fx is equal to plus 15. Right, now this angle we have to see, angle made by that 15 kilonewton. If this angle is given, this is 30 degree now, then its horizontal component, when you are making this horizontal becomes 15 cos 30. Okay, horizontal will become 15 cos 30, and when you make this vertical, right, 15 sin 30. Okay, same angle you have to take, but for horizontal it is cos 30 and for vertical it is sin 30. That you have to remember, important. So summation fx is equal to plus 15, because it is the direction, 15 cos 30. Okay, 15 cos 30. This becomes component along x direction. Okay, this is first. So 15 plus 15 cos 30. Then this force, make again horizontal, make this horizontal. So now it will move in this direction. Okay, when you make this, see the arrow mark, it will go like this. So minus 20, you have to see the, what is the value of force, 20 minus 20 into again this angle, horizontal means cos 30, minus 20 cos 30. Okay, then this force, again make this horizontal, like make this force horizontal, again see the arrow mark, it will like this, so it will go like this. So again minus, so minus 8, then horizontal means cos of this, that is cos of 53.06. So minus 8 cos 53.06. Then this force, okay, again make this horizontal. Now see, this will go in this direction. Now when you make this force horizontal, this is the direction moving, so it is positive. Okay, it is positive, that is plus 18, horizontal component is cos 45, so plus 18 cos 45. So add all this with sign convention. This is plus 15 cos 30 minus 20 cos 30 minus 8 cos 53.06 plus 18 cos 45. So summation fx is equal to plus, after adding this, whatever the sign you will get, that you have to write. So here you will get plus, so plus 3.598 kilonewton. This is nothing but the force, that is component of force in x direction. So adding all these components which are in the x direction, so summation fx is equal to plus 3.598. So for fx, if it is plus, see this is the direction you have to show, plus 3.598. This is summation fx. Next, same forces you have to consider. Now instead of x direction, now resolve along y direction. Resolve all the forces along y direction now. So summation fy. Okay, summation fy. Again for vertical, sign convention, if the force is moving upward, Okay, if the force is moving upward, it is considered as positive direction. If the force is moving downward, it is considered as negative direction. Okay, so add all the forces, component of forces in y direction. Add them, we'll get summation Fy. So summation Fy. Okay, so again come one by one. First 15 kilonewton. Okay, now make this force vertical now. Okay, make this force vertical. So it will move upward. See the direction? It will move upward. Upward means positive. Okay, so summation Fy is equal to plus 15. Plus 15. Now in the horizontal direction you have taken cos 30. Same angle you have to take 30 only, but vertical it is sin 30 now. For horizontal it is cos 30, but when you are resolving the force vertical, the same force you have to take, it is sin 30. So plus, moving upward means plus 15 sin 30. Okay, here plus 15 sin 30. Okay, then second force 20 kilonewton. Make this force vertical now. Okay, make this force vertical. Again it will moving upward now. So upward means plus. So plus 20 plus 20 again sin 30. Vertical means sine of this angle. So plus 20 sin 30. Next this force. Now see, make this horizontal. Okay, make this force vertical, sorry, make this force vertical now. Now when you make this force vertical, it is downward now. It is downward now. So downward means negative, minus. So minus 8 sine of this, 8 sine of 53.06, sine of 53.06. Then next last force 18. Again make this force vertical. Again it will going to be downward. So minus 18 sine of this angle. So minus 18 sine 45. Okay. So add all this with sine. So we'll get here minus. After adding this, plus minus, we'll get minus 1.62 kilonewton. Okay. So remember, this minus is not, answer is not a minus. So this minus or plus indicates the direction. Okay. Now it is vertical now. Summation Fy means vertical. So for vertical, minus means what? Downward. See here. For vertical, minus means downward. So remove the minus sign. So summation Fy is equal to, remove minus sign, write this 1.628. So minus means you have to show downward direction arrow. So vertical component, summation of all the vertical components will be downward. So this is summation Fx. Positive means in this direction. Vertical, summation Fy. Negative means remove negative sign. Write 1.628 kilonewton, and this minus indicates it is downward. Okay. Now finally 4 forces are reduced them into 2. That is summation Fx, summation Fy. So draw this arrow mark. So summation Fx is in this direction. See, summation, this is summation Fx. Okay. Then summation Fy is downward direction. So from this only, this is point O now, we are drawing here. So this is point O. So summation Fx is, this is summation Fx horizontal. Then summation Fy downward with O, it is downward. So complete this, okay, complete this parallelogram, right? Next, or complete this rectangle, whatever may be, rectangle. Now this is summation Fx, this is summation Fy. So complete this rectangle. So whatever the diagonal is there, so draw diagonal. So diagonal itself indicates the resultant. So diagonal will going to indicate resultant. So how we'll find resultant R now? So R is equal to, already we have seen in the analytical method, resultant R is equal to square root of summation Fx square, right, plus square root of summation Fy square. Now see, just like a Pythagoras theorem. So this is R, this is summation Fx, and this is summation Fy. This is summation Fy means this is also summation Fy. I want R. So R is equal to square root of summation Fx square plus summation Fy square. So we'll get the resultant. So R is equal to See, r is equal to square root of 3 summation fx square plus summation fy square. So resultant is equal to 3.949. Okay, resultant r is equal to 3.949 kilonewton. Okay, right. So this is one thing. Next, we have to find out inclination of resultant, right, with x-axis or with the horizontal. Now see, this resultant will be like this. With, suppose if this is x-axis now, okay, this is y-axis. So this resultant will going to make an angle of alpha with x-axis or with horizontal. So this alpha we have to find out. Okay, this alpha is equal to what? Now if I take tan alpha, so tan alpha is equal to, this is summation fy and this is summation fx. That is, tan alpha is equal to summation fy divided by summation fx. And we already shown this equation. So inclination of resultant with x-axis is given by alpha is equal to tan inverse of summation fy divided by summation fx. Remember, so summation fy first comes divided by summation fx. So alpha is equal to tan inverse of summation fy upon summation fx. That is equal to tan inverse of, substitute the values. And remember, here also when you are substituting the values, don't substitute in minus. Here you have got minus sign, right? Summation fy is minus, but we have removed that minus sign and we have shown the direction. So always here you have to substitute the positive values only, right? So tan inverse summation fy you have to substitute divided by summation fx. So alpha is equal to 24.35 degree. Means the resultant will going to make an angle of alpha, that is 24.35 degree. So this is the resultant and this is the inclination or the direction. So this is first problem. Second problem, find the magnitude and direction of resultant of forces shown in figure. Okay, so one more problem. So this is the figure shown. How many forces are there? Two forces now. So one is 30 kilonewton, second is 12 kilonewton. They are both are acting at point O. Now this 30 kilonewton force is making an angle of 45 degree with, now if you draw, this is x-axis. Wherever they are going to meet, at that point you have to draw the x-axis, vertical, y-axis. Now this is x and this is y direction. Okay, now this 30 kilonewton is making an angle of 45 degree, okay, with the x-axis, and this 12 kilonewton, remember here, this 12 kilonewton is making an angle of 30 degree, okay, with the vertical axis, not this angle, see, not this angle given, but this 30 is given, okay, this 30 is given. That you have to note down the important thing. So same thing, now resolving forces along x direction first. Resolving the forces along x direction, that is summation fx. Summation fx. That is equal to 1 by 1. First consider this 30. So make this horizontal. Make this force horizontal. Now plus or minus, see the direction. When you make this, this will move in this direction, plus. So plus means this. So plus 30 angle, this is given means cos 45. Horizontal is cos 45. So plus 30 cos 45. Next, make this horizontal now, second force. Make this horizontal. Now it will going to move in this direction. See the arrow mark? It will move in this direction means minus. Minus, see, minus. So minus 12, this angle is not given. Okay, if this horizontal angle is given, then we'll take minus 12 cos of that. But this is given now. So it is reversed now. Right? So minus 12 sine 30 now. Horizontal, it is sine 30. Or what we're going to do? If this is 30 degree, how much this angle now? This total is 90. How much this angle? 60. Then if you go with this 60 degree, then it is minus 12 cos 60. Okay, minus is because this direction, minus 12 cos 60, or if you want to go with this angle only, then it is minus 12 sine 30, minus 12 sine 30, what I have written here, minus 12 sine 30, or minus 12 cos 60. If this angle if is 60 degree, means it is minus 12 cos 60, or if you want to go with this angle only, it is minus 12 sine 30 now, for this sine 30. Okay, so add these two, we'll get plus summation fx is equal to plus 15.21 kilonewton. Okay, 15.21 kilonewton. This positive means this direction. Okay, now resolve the forces vertical now. Okay, resolving all the forces in vertical direction, that is y direction. Okay, so again for vertical, upward forces positive, downward forces negative. So summation Fy is equal to plus. Why it is plus? When you make this vertical, it is upward, plus 30 sine 45. 30 sine 45. Okay, then second, make this vertical. Again it is moving upward, plus 12. If you are going with this angle only, plus 12 cos 30. Okay, plus 12 cos 30, or if you are using this angle 60 degree, then it is plus 12 sine 60. Okay, plus 12 sine 60, or if you are going with this angle only, then it is plus 12, okay, cos 30. Okay, add these two, then summation Fy is equal to plus only, it is 31.60, plus for vertical, plus means upward. Okay, so draw this. So summation fx is in this direction, see, summation fx is in this direction, summation Fy is in this direction. So complete this rectangle. So diagonal you have to draw, diagonal itself is resultant, and this is alpha. Alpha is always angle made by the resultant with x-axis. So this is alpha, this is r. Now r you can find out, resultant r is equal to square root of summation fx square plus summation fy square. Square root of summation fx square plus summation fy square. Substitute these values. Okay, so resultant r is equal to 35.07 kilonewton. So whatever the force is there, same unit will be there for the resultant. So r is equal to 35.07 kilonewton. Then this alpha is equal to, so alpha is equal to tan inverse of first summation fy divided by summation fx. So tan inverse of summation fy upon summation fx, substitute the values, alpha you will going to get 64.3 degree, means this resultant of magnitude 31.60 kilonewton, making an angle of, right, 64.3 with horizontal or with x-axis. So combining these two, finally we have to find out a single force which will be having the same effect as that of these two forces. Okay, so these two are the simple problems. So please once again go through, solve these problems. Okay, right. So if any doubts are there, so feel free to ask me or Tejaswini madam, right? And in the next class we'll come up with some more interesting problems. Okay, some typical problems we're going to solve. Okay, so remember the sign convention important. Then when you have to take cos and when you have to take sine. So that is the most important part of this problem. Okay, so thank you very much for attending this session. So hope from Monday, right, so there will be offline classes. Okay, so even online classes will be there. So I think I request better you attend the offline classes, so that easily you can attend, understand the problems. Okay, so hope we'll meet on Monday, right? Even online classes will be there. Okay, right. Thank you very much for attending this session. Thank you.